Welcome back, everybody. Clint here today with Classic Firearms out here at the ranch because, well, I hope you like my Red Dead Redemption Arthur Morgan get up. I mean, we're pretty much related. Get it, Arthur Morgan? No? Okay. Anyway, what I'm actually out here doing today is kind of showing off some Henry guns. Obviously, Henry Repeating Arms is one that you guys have known. You guys know that I'm a big fan of, well, this company because, quite simply, I grew up with a Henry. I grew up with a Henry lever and pump action 22, and that's really what got me interested in firearms, or just, I guess you could say, out there plinking all the time. Wasn't the first guns I ever shot, but it's definitely one, well, some that just really have a special place in my heart. And what I've got here is the Henry Big Boy 357 side gate. That's something a little bit newer. And I've also got the Big Boy Revolver. This thing is pretty freaking cool, and that's what I'm showing off today. Hope you like the cowhide gloves too. I went all out for this video, okay? Anyway, what you might notice right off the bat when we covered the Henry Big Boy Revolver, chambered in 357 38 special, you probably noticed that it actually had like some standard walnut grips. I did replace those with those darker gray grips that you can get from Henry. Also decided to go with their leather holster as well, and you'll notice I've got the cuff right back here for some additional rounds of the 357. And yes, because of me being who I am, I do like that extended lever, so I went and upgraded that as well on this gun. Everything else though is pretty much as it comes. And as you can tell, throughout this a little bit of fun that I've been having today with the drone flying around and through my glasses, I get that first person point of view. And also on my Shooting Targets USA, you'll notice I got my little Velociraptor that I'm hunting over here, and you can see the spall coming up and beating up my 2x4 over here a little bit, or at least I think you can. I might, you know, zoom in a little bit earlier or a little bit more a little bit later. But anyway, talk about a lot of fun. So like I said, at the NRA annual meet, we did get our hands on the Revolver pretty quickly, and I gotta tell you guys, this thing shoots phenomenally well. You noticed just kind of me just playing with it some, coming out of the holster and then just pointing and just shooting just one-handed is a lot of fun. This is a double action, single action gun, and no, believe me, I've already tried it, you cannot fan fire this, probably because of its double action nature. But anyway, you will notice, I'm just gonna go ahead and set the lever gun down. You will notice that I do have rounds in the chamber, but these ones are all spent, so I'll just go ahead and empty those on out. And yes, double action, single action means I can pull the trigger without having to pull the hammer back, which is kind of good for this gun, because what I did notice right off the bat is it does have a pretty short hammer, which if it was single action only would bother me. But since this is a double action gun too, I don't have to rely on pulling the hammer back every time I want to make the gun go bang. So just applying pressure on the trigger, which by the way, this is a phenomenal trigger. This feels awesome. In double action, take a look, slow, steady squeeze. Nice. Single action, barely any pressure, guys. Whew. That feels great. And yeah, I can just tell you guys, the overall fit, finish, and look of this gun is just fantastic. Henry did such a good job on this. 10 out of 10, guys. And I'm really thrilled to be having it with me out here, like I said, at the ranch today, just having some fun. And you know, obviously I'm going to shoot it some more because, you know, I'm going to want to see how fast I can shoot these guns, of course. And with that though, like I said, these are great pairings. If you want 357 all around, you want your lever gun, your rifle, and also your sidearm to be the same caliber, this is a great pairing. I mean, look at them. They're beautiful together. They go together like, well, I don't know, kind of like well, machine guns and should be legal. That's how well they go together. But with all that being said, let's go ahead, let's just see how fast I can empty this. I got my shot timer up, you know, up range. So let's just see how fast I can run through this, because I will say that action is just phenomenal. And yeah, can I shoot it with doing the cool little lever gun flip? I don't know, maybe we'll see. All right, not sanctioned by Henry, and also probably not the safest thing to do because your muzzle's going everywhere, but I'm pretty clear out here, so except for the part where I'm flagging myself when you do that. But anyway, it's still cool to do. All right, anyway, let's go ahead, let's load up. Again, I think I can put about 10 in the tube here. I am just shooting some regular 357 Magnum. I'm not running 38s through this because, well, shooting 38 special through a lever gun, honestly, is like shooting a louder 22. There's no recoil whatsoever, and even with the 357, with that heavier octagonal barrel, octagonal, however you want to say it, that heavier octagonal barrel, the overall wood finish, and also the brass frame, you can't feel that recoil. So it feels awesome. And like I said, this is a side gate model. You don't have just to pop the tube and then feed through up here if you don't want to. You can load through the side gate, which you do see is actually a pretty easy thing to do. I can do it with my gloves on here. And one little trick to loading these side gates is some people might get their fingers kind of stuck right up in here every time they load. That's okay. Just take the tip, if you will, just the tip, and push in on the butt of the round ahead of it, and then you'll be able to feed it right in. Easy day, but let's go to get this loaded back up, get our shot timer on us, and let's just have a little bit of fun. All right, I've got it all loaded back up here now. I think I've got, 10 in the tube, 1 in the chamber, because you always should carry 1 in the chamber. And with that, all I want to do is just run this gun as fast as I can, see if I can get all 11 rounds just downrange as fast as possible. And I've got the target set up as more of a reference point. If I hit the target, just like every other time I actually hit the target, it'll just be because of luck. So with that being said, I've got the shot timer ready. All I'm gonna do is pull the hammer back, be aimed down range, and well, just see how fast I can shoot this thing. I mean, it's a lever gun. It shouldn't be that much slower than semi-auto, right? Well, let's just see. All right. Oh man. Well, I got my finger pretty good, but that's just because I'm an idiot. But other than that, that was pretty good. That was all 11 rounds in 6.06 seconds, so not too bad. I hope that comes up for you guys okay. So 6.06, and I shot my target down. I hope that's not because I hit one of the anchor points, but just because it was moving back and forth so much because of all the shots on target that I got. We'll see. But anyway, with that, that is awesome. Now, I can say this, that extended lever is great if you do have gloves on and you're gonna be running this thing. The typical more narrow lever that it comes with is gonna be a little bit better suited for those of you out there that aren't gonna be shooting with gloves and you just wanna shoot fast. You may have noticed while I was over here just kind of running the gun as fast as I can, I was actually kind of slipping out. And then what happened is when I came back and closed the lever, I kind of closed it on my finger a little bit and had to readjust. And so don't want to do whatever I did like that. I just want to actually run the gun. So that's my only thing. And for those of you wondering, I mean, I guess I can just slip that in there and, you know, yeah, just like that. Anyway, so again, the Henry, the lever gun, oh, and that's the other thing, I need to tighten down my cuff here. I thought I put it on tight enough, but no, I guess not. So I'll tighten that down a little bit later too. But you'll also notice I'm gonna wanna darken this up a little bit some. You can do that with some saddle soap or some mink oil, I think will do pretty well. So I'll probably be rubbing that down. Anyway, great. Now, what about with the Revolver? Again, double action and single action. Let's just go, I've got, again, my target's fallen down some. Let me go reset that, and now let's try it with the Revolver. All right, so my Shooting Targets USA Velociraptor is surviving just fine, completely. 357 is an easy day for this. And no, I just happened to shoot it while it was swinging, and so it popped off, so cool. Now, double action, let's just go ahead and run this just about as fast as we can here, and let's just see how that feels. So let's get into it, how about it? All right, stand by, here we go. That thing feels freaking awesome. Wow. All right, 1.68, all 6 shots. I got to hand it to Henry on this one too. The big boy Revolver, I mean, to pair it with the big boy lever gun just makes freaking sense. And again, the brass inlay for the trigger guard and also the grip is just awesome. And I really do like my that gray color aftermarket grip that you can get from Henry. I decided to pair it with that because I really do like that dark looking design on it. And I think you guys, well, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like that traditional walnut look? Do you like the bird's head grip over the gunfighter grip? Personally, the bird's head grip I think looks cooler but I'm going to be running and gunning this thing. I'm going to be shooting the heck out of it. So I wanted something a little bit more comfortable for that 357 cartridge, which now that I'm shooting it, I got to tell you guys, this thing is cake. Honestly, this thing feels really, really comfortable, very easy to throw lead down range with, and it's an impressive little firearm. And I mean, even shooting it as fast as I did there, I was able to actually get my sights on target a little bit. I'm only about maybe 20 feet away from the target, which it is an odd target to shoot at because it's a velociraptor. It's not like, you know, a silhouette target or a regular circle that you typically shoot at. And the sun was in my eyes and it's a little difficult to see. So, you know, that's why I've got so many misses. Not because I'm just a terrible shooter. But anyway, with all that being said, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Are you a fan of Henry's new lineup? Do you like the side gate brass guns like my 357 that you see right here? And you know, I think also I need to get a good sling for it too, a no drill sling that'll, you know, wrap around the stock and also right around the magazine tube. I think that's something I'm going to be checking out here coming soon. But yeah, and no, this one I'm gonna probably get dirtied up too. My friend Jade Struck, she likes to run her Henry 357 quite a bit, but she's got hers all tacticooled out. She's got the Super X model, and I think I might hit her up and be like, hey homie, what do you think about a little bit of a friendly competition? You with your high speed, tactical Super X 357, me versus my, I don't know, Arthur Morgan special here. And you know, I don't know, I think that'd be pretty fun. Let me know what you guys think about that down on the comment section. And how would you like to see maybe one of these featured at CF contests? Maybe a 4570, which if you stay tuned, I do believe I'll have a, I don't know, maybe a torture test video coming out of their all-weather 4570, because if you ask me, if it's all-weather, it should hold up quite well to, well, all weather. Anyway, yeah guys, so I'll see you down in the comment section. By the way, if you haven't noticed, Kaya and myself have been doing some live streaming. We've been live streaming on YouTube and Twitch. We're going to all platforms at once. We tried doing it with Rumble. We're working out the kinks there. Facebook, which is funny because not too long ago, we actually got our Facebook page unpublished. I posted to my story at magdump_Morgan on Instagram that, well, I took a screenshot of what it was. It showed that we were unpublished because we violated community guidelines, but it also showed no violations of community guidelines in the same picture. So that's kind of weird. And then they told us we could, you know, dispute that, but there wasn't a way to actually dispute it. We did get it back though. However, at least at this time of recording, it may not be back by the time you guys see this video. I don't know. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Again, tune in on the live streams. I'm typically tuning in Monday evenings, Eastern time, somewhere between 6 to 7 o'clock, depending on my schedule. And Kaya usually takes to Wednesdays. And if you'd like to see us maybe do some gaming together, something like that, let us know. We have a pretty good time doing it. But anyway, we'll leave it off there, guys. Last thing is, I need y'all's opinion. Keep the hat or ditch it. I'm really digging it. Like, I like it a lot. I just need some Ariats and some Wranglers and learning to ride a horse, and I can be a better poser. Anyway, God bless you guys. We'll see you next time at Classic Firearms.